Greetings there, defenders of Darid. Radamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld. Episode 30. Making plans for the Persean conflict. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and see what it's like to take Banlish out for a spin. Put Banlish in the main rotation. I'm almost tempted to pilot it myself. Frick, yeah, I'll do that. So, hey, my own... Oop, oh, crap, I double-clicked. Tannering, I wanted you. What did I put away? The Banlish? Okay. So I'm going to be in the Banlish. Highland Timber. There you go. And, yeah, my running costs are going to be up a lot, but at least we're making a lot of money now. Then let's also take Azak and Party Bus, and that's probably going to be all the captains. Basically, I just want, like, a captain a ship. So we have, like, my flagship and 8 other ships, and that's, like, the rotating roster. Repair. Weapon group this thing. So my weapon groups are going to be Tack Lance on 1. Squalls will be on 7 on auto. Do I want Squalls? Well, yeah. So for these, because these are... Squalls are really the only reasonable choice here. And the reason for that is these are backwards facing. So I can't point them at anything. But Squalls are just like suppression missiles that just keep going and going and going. So finishers in this slot doesn't make any sense. There's not a lot of stuff in this slot that would even make sense. You would want like anti-small craft or suppression or something, or long-range support. So Squalls are fine. All right, other weapon groups. All the grav beams will be on 2. The ion beams on 3. The hypervelocity on 4. The flax on 5. And then the tack lasers on 6 and the PD on 7. No, tack lasers are going to be with the ion beams. Squalls on 7, and then burst PD and flak on 5. So I'm not using 7. Okay. So weapon groups are good. Oh, let's run a little simulation of me versus like an onslaught on this thing, and I'm probably going to lose. Because I'm like demodded and I'm not used to using an executor. No, it's doing all right. It's doing fine. I may want to take a look at my, yeah, okay, done. I might want to take a look at my own bionics, though. Now that I'm in, like, a totally different ship. Also, change. ITU I'm keeping. Missile racks, I don't need missile racks for the Squalls. So, instead, let's do optics. Or, actually, auxiliary thrusters. Also, probably going to want AUG drives. Oof. I can't wait to build in the AUG drives, because, oof. Alright. The special modifications here is what? Okay. The energy bolt coherer. So base range of all non-beam energy and hybrid weapons 100. Solar shielding so I can hit storms. What gives you better laser range? ITUs. So ITUs gives you range 60 on a cruiser. It's ITU or dedicated targeting core, and ITUs are better. The dedicated targeting where is it? Dedicated targeting core is also 60 for capital ships, but it's but only S modded. And the ITUs can be S modded, so like ITUs just make more sense. Plus, I think in terms of cost, it's the same. So the ITU is like the dedicating targeting core, but like without S modding. Like, you know, once you asmod it, I guess it doesn't really. If you're asmodding both, it doesn't really matter. But yeah. And then the other one for beams, there's a bunch of things for beams, but the advanced optics increases range, but it reduces turn rate, which is kind of a problem for a big ship like this. And it is cumulative with the ITU. If you use ballistics, obviously rangefinder. And then some of the others would be high scatter amp for doing more damage. But base range is affected, so that's not good unless you're like lasers in the face. And those are the primary ones for lasers, I would say. And I generally don't go high damage, because the loss of range hurts bad. All right, with all of that done, what do we got here? I want to throw my weight around, so I still don't think that this is a wise one to fight. So let's go over to Pharos and fight these smaller bounties. Is there a gate near there? Oh yeah, Taish. Okay, cool. The other thing to check, yeah, we're 300 days away from construction grid, but credits per month's pretty good. We're doing a good job paying the bills. And while in transit, my own bionics gives me max speed 15, turn rate 30, hull 10 and maneuverability 15, energy and ballistic range by 20, and energy, ballistic, and missile damage by 20. Yeah, I don't need to revisit that. The ones I have are good for this ship too. I could probably eke out a little bit more effectiveness, but like all of those can also be uninstalled, so I'm not stuck with them for life. And trying to get a bunch of enemy ships destroyed so that I can remove demods of my own fleet would be great. So what do we got? You're not even worth going after. You are giant primary star, hiding out near a Baron bombarded. You're probably at Namiel. The problem is, isn't this, what threat is that world? Low? Oh, that's fine. Okay, let's go there. The research base near my planet had a defender. Going out of my way for like research stations, because I don't really use blueprints, might not be worth it. Because I'm not manufacturing anything, so the blueprints I would get off research stations and the colony items. There's not a lot of colony items I'm missing either. Okay, he's not here. Baron bombarded. Could be the other one. There's two of them here. And I'm just, right now what I'm doing is just confirming. Yeah, I did need the AUG drive for now. Oh! Double trouble. Alright. Fine. There's like two pirates that wanted to kill me. Line up! So my max speed is 173 in Executor? That's like frighteningly fast. I'm like keeping up with the Eradicators around me as a capital ship. That's stupid. These bionics are gonna make this ship way too effective. And like, that's not a complaint. I can't wait to bring this against Persean League. When they come to bully me, I'll just be like, hey, guess what? You're dead. Okay, bulk of their fleet seems to be this way. I don't know what my ships are doing, but I'm gonna ignore that. Look at this little Medusa. Yeah, keep teleporting. See how that feels in a second. Dang it. Where's my other ships? They're like going after control points, not ships. Medusa, strike. Okay, there's really nothing threatening in this cluster, even though my flux is super high. I could probably... They're not even really shooting me. I can, like, drop my shields. Because they're not getting... The thing is, oh. Nope, that one got shut down. I'm fly swatting from such a distance they can't even close to get close enough to fire. I need a bigger... Yeah, the range on this is obscene. It really is. I need, like, stronger targets to be able to really take advantage of this. Oh, that's not destroyed? I swear to God that ship was destroyed. That's why I stopped firing. It was just overloaded and broken. It looked like debris to me. Go away, Drover. You're in the way, pal. Yeah, that's like something I'm gonna have to get used to controlling the ship. Is its range is so great that I can fire on enemies without being in range, meaning I don't need to keep my shields up all the time, which is like a big difference from the Sunder. Because the Sunder was such a squishy ship. Even if I had greater range, it wasn't really worth dropping my shields because there was the risk of a Reaper or Hammer torpedo or something just like finishing me off out of nowhere. Whereas like that is not a risk in an Executor. Ooh, I see your apogee. I'm coming. That, and as long as my shields are down, I can't go over flux. Like, I know I just took a little hull damage. I can't go over flux as long as I'm not blocking with my shields actively. Which means I can keep the pressure up. Oh man, their apogee got popped. I was gonna enjoy blowing that up. Alright, good enough. How would I do? 2,000? Haha! Well, 1,900. But yeah, alright, let him go. Ship recovery. Do I want your eagle? You know, honestly, I don't really like eagles, so I'm not even gonna take it. Did I do both bounties? Yeah, I did both bounties at once. Oh, that's funny. Alright. How about the other one? Terran world, binary star. Well, there's only one binary star in the system, and one Terran world in the binary star system, so yeah. I know where that is. I also leveled up. Energy weapon mastery would be kind of scary, given that I've been using energy weapons, because I do more damage at close range. The impact, I almost want to take over it for the maneuverability now. I'm a big old boat. I think I'm going to do that. I'm not too worried about close range damage energy weapon mastery. I think I'm more worried about my lack of maneuverability, which I can get in spades through bionics as well. But that's one of the things that destroys big boats, is like being too slow and not being able to aim well enough. Especially when like fighters are weaving around your lasers or guns and you just can't hit them. So having a solution to that is awesome. Hello. Well, oop, that's not what I meant to do. There's at least a few big targets here to make this worth fighting. So let's see if I can't smush a Dominator or a, what was it, a Fury, I think? If you let my second in command handle it, do your ships acquire XP? Yes, they still do. Just maybe not where I want it. Being able to control the Executor myself means that, like, a ton of the experience I rack in for myself. Because I really want to build in that AUG drive. Because it's taking up 40 of my points. Which is like an enormous sum. Alright, yo, out of the way. Oh my god. Being able to do that to a cruiser that quickly is pretty stupid. Especially given that I don't... A lot of my beams, my lasers coming off my ship are like harassment lasers. They're like grav beams and tack beams and stuff. They're not really high damage beams. No, probably shouldn't have ended right in front of a hammerhead. My bad. I got you back, though. So, I did have a monitor get disabled. Hopefully it doesn't pick up any DMODs. Thank you, Harbinger. So annoying. System disruptions are... They can actually make the Harbinger really scary if they, like, bring your stuff down, like, at the... Just right as you get, like, harpooned or something. I don't even have engines right now. Stop it! I'm gonna kill you so hard. Once I can steer. Alright, you're doomed. Yeah, what are you gonna do now? Stay phased. Max out your flux! Get fluxed, you little... That's the thing about phase ships, is they're really good at, like, supporting a fleet. They're horrible at that without a tank. Or without aggro on something else. Because then they're just sitting... phased out. Ramping flux to the nines with no ability to do damage, and then they unphase and you're just like, haha, dead. Which is exactly what happened. Just delete the teeny ones. Hey, even the cruisers kind of low-key get deleted when there's not debris in the way. Let's see if I can't time my next high-energy weapon focus tack lance volley. Ready? That was like, what, 2/3 of their hull in one volley? I am rather surprised that this fleet fight has gone on this long. The other thing is my super range means that these phase ships can't get far enough away within their cloak time. Because that's the other real hard counter to the phase ships. Phase ships can be really strong, but if you have super good range and you wait them out, they just can't do anything. Because they can't disengage to a meaningful distance before you just squish them. Oh my god. That ship went poof. I don't even wait. They have like one eagle who's running away. Come on, blow it up. Yeah, we got it. All right, there we go. How would I do? 2,800 experience, so not too shabby. Our monitor didn't even pick up a D-mod. I might pick up this Harbinger and Afflictor. I'm also tempted to pick up the Omen too. The amount of D-mods these guys have are pretty high though. I think in this case, I'm just going to pick up the Harbinger. I'm going to be choosy. Ooh, Dominator, but not for 4 D-mods. Sorry, Dom. Nice. Well, that's about every major bounty. I'm like kind of tempted, stupidly, to try the capital ship bounty. And I think that would be a spicy way to end this stream. So how much time is on that bounty? 23 days? I don't know if I can make the cut. I can try. Doms are getting no love in this run? I know. They're not bad ships. They're pretty effective when you have a lot of support fleet or like anti-fighter stuff around them. You don't want to die? I won't kill you. As long as the Pegasus doesn't have a massive missile racks. They probably do. The other thing I could do is, okay, where are we right now? It's 18 days. You're near a barren world, yellow primary star. So you're there at Dibawat, probably, right? You're probably right at red at Dibawat, which is gated. So, I am going to transponder on, jump to Nordia, see if I can't use my experience and then get to that fight within the window. It'll be tight. 16 days, it'll be tight. Ah, what? God, I'm like not even halfway to Aug Drive. Frick. Fine. Well, this was a waste of a trip. I'll buy fuel. I don't even need fuel. Forget that. Back to the gate. Go, go, go. Where was it? Dibawat? All right. Please be here. Please be here. So the most we've fought is 2 capital ships, but they were like Atlas super freighter conversions, which is a joke. This will be the first time it's real capital ships. He's not even here. Crap. Barren World, yellow primary star. So are you at Beta Khufu? Yeah, quite possibly. We'll see if we can make it in time. Oh, but there's ruins there. Ah, fudge. Go, go, go. We have like 8 days left. We did it! So they have hella hammerheads. Some brawlers, sunders. It's like mostly hammerheads. Our fleet has no storm damage. Oh, I still am toting around this dude. Oops. Well, whatever. Alright, here we go. 3 capital ships and a whole bunch of cruisers and destroyers. There will be likely collateral. I don't see that we get through this without collateral damage. And we don't have a lot of ships deployed because of the deployment point fight. So one thing we could do if we want more deployments is to capture the points to deploy more ships for reinforcements, which I'll try to do. So I'm having an eagle in the monitor. Grab that stuff. Honestly, it's a tough fight? Yeah. That and a lot of my own ships have a bunch of demods, including my own. Alright, there we go. So 50 more deployment points. Let's bring in... 1, 2. And have all of them as my wings. For now. Alright, I'm out of command. I'm basically out of command points. So what I need to be doing is smushing hammerheads. So interestingly, I think I need a fly swat because I can't let a whole swarm of hammerheads... Oh god, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. I can't let a swarm of hammerheads push my flux up to the point where I can't run my ship. So I need to just, like, kill the small fries very, 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 very fast, leaving their bigger ships exposed. And it's working great because they can't even get close enough to me before I just zap them. Because once their cruisers... Well, sorry, once their battleships are, like, present, this becomes a very different fight. Because they have a lot... They have 3 battleships and I have 1. Champion, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Alright, I'm gonna hit full assault. But my champion is, like, being anything but at the moment. He is... He's, like, YOLO face-tanking. Good news is, the Pegasus has, bad missiles. He has the dragon missiles, or whatever they're called. The dragon... whatever the hell's. They're not super effective. Compared to some of the other finishers they could have. So I did get low-key lucky. Alright, 1 Fury down. I still don't have deployment points for it. They captured all the points here. But, I mean, that's fine. One of the disadvantages they had is they only fielded 1 cruiser at a time. Or, sorry, battleship at a time. So they don't have, like, massive battleship advantage. So as long as I can keep squishing their small stuff, they don't end up snowballing. And I'm desperately trying to support my own ships so they don't get popped. Okay, so they have 2... Oh, crap. He's getting... Yep, can't do much about that. They have 2 conquests on the field right now. But that front conquest I just pushed off hard. And I need to deflux here in a second. Alright. Do I have anything for 9? Mule? I'm gonna hold off on that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, this conquest I think is... I broke its front armor, so if I can punch through these shields again... Oh my god, Falcon, what are you doing, dude? If I can punch through the armor, or shields, it's... Yeah, it's dead, it's dead. He's dead. Nice, nice! Alright, here we go. That eagle was stupid and ended up... I didn't shoot it. It wasn't friendly fire damage, but it, like, stepped in front of me for no reason and got itself obliterated. I knew that this fight would have a lot of collateral. I knew going in that whoops, I was not coming out of this cleanly. Just given who I was up against, there was 0% chance this was going to be a clean fight with no loss. The hope is that I'm able to recover all the, like, crucial... Oh, that's going to hurt. Ouch. I'm able to recover all the crucial stuff. But it's winnable. I wouldn't have done this if it wasn't winnable. I need a little bit more support from my other ships to build flux up on the enemy. Oh, no, he dropped his shields. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, that was so dumb. You had more flux than me, and you dropped your shields, and I was just like, all right. I guess you give up. $4K experience. I lost a Fury, Monitor, an Eradicator, and an Eagle. I get to get all of them back, although with D-mods. I also can take a Conquest, another Monitor, and a Champion. I absolutely do not have the crew for this, mind you. Exodermal armor, which... yeah, okay. Nothing super sexy there. Whoa, alright. Continuous repairs removes demods off of a bunch. So that is the Harbinger we got. Erratic fuel off of Scumdog and unreliable subsystems off of Glitch. So Scumdog and Glitch. So Glitch is now undemodded. Nice. I am going to mothball 2 of these because, like, I can't spend the crew to keep them running. So I have to be very careful about going home because I don't have a lot of, yeah, I don't want to lose the Conquest. I don't love Conquests, but, like, more capital ships the merrier, right? All right. Well, let's bring this stuff back. And we're at 2 mil. I've mostly just been focusing on just, like, murdering stuff, I'll be honest. And even just, like, being bloodthirsty and picking fights that we, you know, bloodthirsty fights, we are rolling in some dough. Where is my closest gate? Dibblewat. Yeah, right. That's how we got here. Let's drop these bad boys off. Giveaway timer for the Conquest. I might not run out the entire clock, though, because I'm already over time, and but I will name them. Did I build anything fun today? I managed to get the orbital solar array this stream, which removed our poor light condition. It's still up there, but it's not counting. And then also boosts food by 2, meaning that we're making a lot of food. A lot of food. Market share for food is quite high. And then I got the colony size 6, which meant we got rid of our Luddic majority. And then I invested the next industry in mining. And the plan right now is to use the construction grid to build an orbital habitat and to move our high command to the orbital habitat, because the high command is reducing our colony crisis by half. And then once we have the high command moved over to the orbital habitat, getting light industry on Darid to be able to supply Lux goods and domestic goods, which we currently aren't supplying. But I think when we do that, it will piss off Tritac. So there is a bit of a cost doing that, because as soon as we start exporting those goods, Tritac goes, yo, that's our industries, and then I have yet another colony threat. So I might want to hold off on that as long as I can, because I don't want to be fighting Persean and Tritac at the same time. That's like a bit too much heat. So we'll have to be tactful about when we start doing light industry stuff, because I don't need another enemy yet. My hope is to manage one colony threat at a time, big colony threat at a time, because too many at once, and if you've watched past series, too many major colony threats at once and you just can't recover. You become the punching bag for the galaxy, and it sucks badly. My current income, the highest I had was about $250,000. That was before I started to build and support the monthly upkeep for the construction grid, because this is costing me 26,000. Oh, I should probably turn on my transponder. All right. Finally back home. That was a big fight. I don't regret it. We got a capital ship out of it, but yeah, I took some damage. I cleaned some damage because I destroyed so many enemy ships that we ended up removing 3D mods. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. But we ended up probably getting more D-mods than I removed. Or maybe roughly broke even. Alright, so we got mothballed. Let's see here. Refit. Auto-fit for assault. Maybe for elite. Cyclone and plasma looks really good. I like this. Needler, heavy autocannon. Auto-fit. Standard. Cyclone reaps. Mark 9s aren't terrible. Hephaestus or breach. It's not terrible. And then ion cannons. Okay. Reasonable. Obviously I know I'm crew under strength. I'll be putting them away in a minute. But let's run that raffle timer now rather than wait the last like 30 seconds. I don't need to wait it out. So, Conquest, your name is the Joint. Champion, you are the Father Prax. And the Monitor is the Breakfire. Which is... makes sense for a Monitor, given all they do is they tank, like a Breakfire. Alright, for storage, I'm just going to put those 3 new ones away. And the Harby. I'm not even going to raffle the Harbinger off. Then the other thing I wanted to do is to take stock on whether I could S-mod anything. So I could S-mod my ITU, but I think I'm gonna save up for the AUG drive. You know what? I'm gonna do the ITU because I'm gonna do both. Because I'm never not gonna want an ITU. So now I have a lot more capacitors, which allows me to keep the pressure on, which is great. I'm also not entirely sure my dual flat cannons are doing anything. Replacing them with something that can fire at 1,000 might be nicer. Because I do have tactical lasers that, like, hypothetically could shoot down missiles. But I'll keep that for now. Let's check the other ones. So you're already fully S-modded. You just have D-mods up the wah. You can do the ITU or Missile Racks. Let's do Missile Racks. Oh, both. Hot damn. You're done. So you just have another D-mod that needs to be removed. Hardened shields? Fine, I guess. And let's auto-fit for attack. This ship's done. I can probably table it. It doesn't need anything else. No, that's not true. Even faster engines, like I needed that. Because that was part of its custom package or whatever, so we can S-mod it. For technically 3 S-mods, I guess. I'll be able to do the same for solar shielding too, right? Because that can be S-modded and it doesn't count against me. So, like, I'll eventually get that probably for this ship. Alright, for the turtle sandwich, put the ITU in. Give you more vents. For the glitch, I'm going to wait for ITU because you haven't earned it yet. What on earth? Champion, nothing. Eagle, nothing. Monitor, nothing. Mule's done. Okay. So all the S-mods that we could do, we did. Still building up the experience, but looking pretty good. So I know I just recapped what I did for the colony. I did mining once we built. We got rid of the Ludic majority. We got the solar array for poor light mitigation and also for farming. And now we're doing a construction grid for the orbital habitat. And the plan, as you can see above there, is to keep building up the fleet so that I can start to thwart Persean League, because the Persean League is going to come to pressure me. They're almost certainly going to be the ones that get the Colony Crisis event going soon. And it's happening soon, right? I'm climbing to 600. And for whatever reason, I really haven't had a lot of Ludic terror cells. So I haven't been able to reduce my Colony Crisis event by bashing Ludic bases for whatever reason. I don't know why. We've had like a weird period of silence. But building my fleet so I can actually deal with that for the Persean threat, and then work on a second world, which will then eventually allow us to do more industry here at Darad to be able to support a more expensive fleet. But this, friends, is where I'm going to leave off for today. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow stateless.